Jingle
bells,
jingle
bells,
jingle
all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way.
How many people sang Jingle Bells? I was on fuck shit.
I sang Goosebumps.
I sang Feliz Navidad.
Wait, you sang what? Cool. What'd you sing?
I went with Goosebumps.
That?
Well,
Wait, what was your goosebump?
What was your ghost bump?
it's dun 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 dun.
Oh.
Wada wada wada.
Okay, well, all right.
Welcome to the Goosebump
Wenzel's.
Feliz Navidad.
Wenzel's is Feliz
But
Navidad.
I forgot the lyrics. I was like, Feliz Navidad.
Yeah, Wenzel would just say Feliz Navidad over and over again. I caught that. I didn't realize
and then-
four of us singing Jingle Bells.
and
Fun
that-
fact, I remember watching Goosebumps when it first aired.
Oh, wow.
The
On
very first
Christmas
time.
Day. Welcome everybody to episode 35 of the All You Can Hear podcast. Today we will be talking all about Christmas, Christmas stories, Christmas memories, Christmas, all about Christmas because it's Christmas Day now.
Oh my goodness!
We all forsook our families and came to talk to each other.
We all canceled all family gatherings and we have recorded the podcast on Christmas Day for you right now.
And I can't believe that Colt got $4 trillion for Christmas.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy,
That
but
was
not near as crazy as Wenzel being gifted the whole nation of China.
What the fuck?
You're just saying that.
Hey.
But as always, I'm one of your. There's a race car on the street. Somebody got a race car for Christmas.
No, that's just where we live.
I'm one of your again 6 co-hosts, Tanner, and with me, I want to say per usual for everybody this week. With me as per usual,
Colt.
Wenzel.
Abby.
Cody.
It's Pat.
wow,
Did you
great.
say it's Pep?
What up, everybody? SPAP.
It's pap smear. Yeah. Google what that is, kids.
Don't Google.
Hold on.
It's
But
very healthy
Okay,
for women who need
Google
it.
sexy chicken. Fuck.
Google pink sock.
Uber, is this Uber Eats? I'm looking for a sexy trick. Bring it over. That's my new bit.
This is also the last episode of
this is the last
AYCH.
episode of the podcast. Okay, Alexa,
It is the last episode of the year, isn't it?
Yeah, it is episode 35.
Yeah.
I might have said 34 at the beginning. It's episode 35.
Fuck if we know this.
Yeah, I can't keep
Our
up.
numbering sequences.
Yeah.
Whoa, we're going bad.
Yeah, we've all forgotten how to talk. That's our Christmas gift to you this holiday season. But yeah, this is the last episode of 2017 because our next episode comes out on January 1st. We're recording again in 2017, but our next episode will come out in 2018.
Here's another big bit. If you're listening to this,
Oh, fuck.
we literally just recorded the Star Wars episode 5 minutes ago. So,
On Christmas Day.
wait.
You're seeing how the sausage is made, people. A lot of behind the curtains work here.
I can't feel.
Yeah, this is really fucking up a lot of people's experience. What were you saying, Cody?
I don't know. I just read Pat's fanfic of the group.
Oh.
Buenos dias.
Colt Wenzel's fanfic. So I'm a little off.
It was PG. It was PG. It was fine.
Barely. Did you see Colt's representation?
Yes.
He had a dick on his face.
Wait, hold on. I might have missed that. But yeah, so Christmas. I wanted to get everybody here today. I thought there would not be a better podcast topic to talk about on Christmas Day because a lot of people try to avoid Christmas Day or take Christmas Day off. Off podcasting. They'll just skip the last week of the year. But look,
First of all, what is everyone getting for Christmas?
shit.
Oh, shit.
And
Tanner.
I know I'm getting an SNES Classic. That's it.
Wenzel.
I know. Well, Cole already gave me his gifts, so I know for a fact I got
From
Pokemon.
Santa, Wenzel.
Oh, I got it from Santa. I got Pokemon Ultra Sun and Iron Blooded Orphans Gundam model kit.
That was fucking Colt, not Santa.
you're giving away my identity.
Anyway, from Santa officially, I know I'm getting some sketchbooks, and that's pretty much it.
And keep in mind, this is only because we're in contact with Santa. So keep
Yep.
that in mind. Yeah.
Abby.
I know I'm getting 2 Switch games. First Switch I haven't gotten yet.
What if you
But-
don't get the Switch?
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get a Switch.
That would be fucked up. You're like,
I'm pretty sure
Has
I'm-
Santa or is Santa already in possession of the Switch?
Yeah, it's in
An undisclosed place?
an undisclosed place.
God, how does Wenzel know what fucking Santa's getting at? Okay,
I
there's
went
been
with Santa
several
to the
laws
mall.
broken.
So Yeah, I pretty much gave Santa my gifts to get back to me.
Well, Santa got Colt
A Sega Genesis, like I've always wanted.
a new TV,
Oh.
and Santa's also getting us a Switch. And Pat, what?
I'm getting a sweatshirt.
Nice.
I love it.
In celebration of mine and Colt's Santa giving a Switch, and Abby's getting a Switch, and Tanner's getting SNES, and Wenzel's getting sketchbooks, and Pat's getting a sweatshirt. We all go buy a character from our gifts. That's what we're gonna be a character from
What
each.
the fuck are you trying to
from
say?
our gift. So for this Christmas, I'm being Mario.
No.
And for this Christmas episode,
Because literally everybody here has a case to be Mario. And we'll just all call each other Mario the whole fucking podcast.
okay, well, looks like
Well-
okay, fine. I'll be.
Well, everybody, I'm going. We have not talked about a Christmas story yet.
I'm gonna be Yoshi. Abby, what are you being?
We're not doing this bit, Abby. Don't feed into
You
it.
can be Toad. Here, I'll help you.
Don't feed into it. Wow.
Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa.
What are you gonna be, Wenzel?
I guess since my name starts with W, I'm gonna be Mushroom.
Waluigi.
What the fuck?
I thought you were gonna say Wario.
Yeah, actually Wario. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I'll be Waluigi then. Cause I'm like, wow, like that.
Cole, who
I
you
can
gonna
do
be?
that.
Since my name starts with a C, Princess Zelda.
How'd that go?
Yeah, what's her sound?
Say it within 5 seconds, you won't get any Christmas gifts.
Actually, Animal Crossing noises.
Okay, so who wants to start? I know Wenzel said he had a Christmas thing he wanted to tell us. So start.
Okay. Does anybody remember this card game that came out called Chaotic?
No.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately.
Oh, you okay? Well, that kind of hurts because I loved Chaotic. It was like
Pat just pulled out a chaotic deck. Holy shit.
it was a card game where you would get the cards and there'd be little codes on the bottom of them. What you'd do with those codes is you'd go to the website, create an account, and then you'd enter the codes and you'd have your cards on your account and you create decks with those cards and battle people online. That's what it was. It was actually it had its own TV show, and it went on for like a good bit. It had several like card series or whatever, and yeah. And I remember I wanted them really bad, but none of the stores here in Alabama, except for I don't even think Red Castle or Crimson Castle, that's card store or whatever near us, was selling them. But I was like, I really want these, and the only website I knew to get them on, which was my favorite, was this website called Toywiz. And I was like, I told my dad and my parents, I was like, I really want these cards, but I was thinking, but they don't really know how to like go through that stuff. So I was like, I will probably want to end up getting them. And then it was like I think 2 or 3 days after Christmas, we're putting all the Christmas decorations up, and then my dad's like, hey, did you get everything out of your stocking? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, are you sure? I'm like, yes. And like, go check it again. So I'm like, okay, whatever, Dad. So I go to check it again. Lying piece of shit. I was like, you idiot. But I went to go check it again, and lo and behold, at the very bottom of it, that I guess I never knew was there, was like this huge like stack of chaotic cards. Like it just blew my fucking mind. I was like, damn. And that also, I was kind of young too, so I was like, it's Santa.
I love it.
Why wouldn't it be Santa?
Yeah, at the time I was like, it's,
I mean, why wouldn't it be Santa?
it's not.
Santa's real.
It's just Santa. I know. That's what I'm saying.
We don't know who's listening. This could be like a fucking.
Why are you so nervous now? Wenzel's like, oh my, I'm so fucking sorry. I'm looking at these cards now. I thought you were just making shit up.
The only thing I remember from that time period, I remember there being some like shitty card game. I remember, of course, I don't remember that. I remember,
have no
of
recollection of
course,
this.
I played Yu-Gi-Oh. Of course, I played Pokemon cards,
And those weird superhero cards.
yeah, that they had for a time period, and of course, every anime, Naruto had its own card game, but like, they're collectible wise, Bakugan. That was a thing that Colt used to get into a whole lot. He has a shit ton of Bakugan sitting somewhere in the house. Outside of that, I don't remember any of that shit.
I don't remember
Yeah,
chaotic at all.
it was a pretty big deal, like for me, like, and there's several other kids I knew who had them, and we'd play like you knew him, but he had I'll talk about it later, but he had chaotic cards as well, and we actually played a lot, and we traded, and I played like online extensively. It was pretty big, I guess, but yeah. Does anybody have a Christmas story?
No, that was it. One of my favorite Christmas stories, and I don't remember it, but I think in my head I remember it only because it's been preserved and it's on video. So I was 3 or 4 years old. It was 98 or 99, or it might have been 2000. I don't fucking remember. And I got a bicycle for Christmas. And I was like, hell, and I might have even told this story on the podcast before, but I got a bicycle for Christmas. And I was like, oh, fuck yeah, bicycle, whatever. And then I turn around, fucking helmet. I was so damn stoked for that
helmet.
For the helmet. like literally in the video, I look at the bike for a second, and then I turn around and I go, "Oh, helmet! Oh my god!" And I don't know why. Like, I don't know if it was like me trying to show appreciation for both the helmet and the bike equally, or I was more excited for the helmet than the bike. I don't know what was going through 3 or 4 or 5-year-old Tanner, but it's so fucking funny to me. Like, I want to get it. I want to transfer it to like DVD so I can like upload it, because this is the funniest shit I've ever seen. It's fantastic.
Speaking of like stuff, like I got a skateboard one year for Christmas, and sadly I never used it because I realized skateboarding's hard. So but it's funny though, because I remember when I asked for it, like my parents were like just I don't know, they just weren't good at hiding stuff, so they wrapped it. And we used to have this entertainment center that was to me back then, it was fucking huge, and where they placed the skateboard was on top of it. And looking at like how small it was then, it looked like it was on top of a mountain. It was so high, but it's funny because I remember looking up and I saw literally the outline of like a skateboard on. My parents are bad at hiding things.
It'd been funny if it was wrapped like a skateboard and you open it on Christmas morning. It's like, oh, it's a helmet. That would have been a good bit. You got a story?
Why?
Cole was like, I have so many great stories.
No, I said only
He
have
said
one. My most memorable Christmas was probably, I don't know how old I was. It was when the PlayStation 2 was a thing. Like, I want to say it was when it first came out.
2000, or that was Christmas 2000.
Christmas 2002. Like 1 or 2 years after it came out. But I remember going into the living room and there was a giant box TV, and sitting on top of it was a copy of Big Mother Truckers and the first Dragon Ball fighting game on the PlayStation 2. Budokai. And there was a PlayStation 2 with a bundle that came with Grand Theft Auto, Vice City, SpongeBob game, and some random game I can't remember.
The bundle came with Vice City and a SpongeBob game?
Yes.
That...
Dude, early 2000s were weird.
That was fucking wild.
Lawless Wait. We had purple ketchup.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
guess.
wanna
Early
eat
2000s were insane.
But yeah, I actually remember that too. I remember getting the Budokai game, and that reminds me of. I mean, I don't have necessarily one major memory. I have tons of small memories of great things I got over the years.
Yeah.
I remember like the Dragon Ball Z. I remember getting Budokai that year. I think it was like 2003 when I got the original Budokai. It was at least a year or two after. It was because the PS2 came out the same year, or Budokai came out the same year the PS2 came out. And I think the PS2 came out in 2001. I remember getting the PS2. Colt may not remember that, but I remember getting the PS2, and I got Vice City and SpongeBob with it. 2 very different games.
That's what I just said.
Oh, did you actually say that?
Yes.
But
Where were you at?
He was in the back.
I was getting the Wi-Fi password to your house because internet is not or AT&T is not working anymore. But I remember getting that, and I remember us trying to set it up. But every time we were trying to set up the PS2, and we wanted to sit vertical, because PS2 is supposed to sit vertical. But we were running into that problem. I don't know if y'all remember this, but if you sat it vertical, it would a lot of times it would scratch up your disc really badly. And that was one of the biggest flaws of the PS2. And it was scratched the fuck out of SpongeBob. And I was never able to finish SpongeBob because it had a huge scratch in it.
Was Battle for Bikini Bottom?
No.
No. Curse of the Flying Dutchman.
That's it. That's the one.
Oh, yeah. I had that on... That came out on like everything. I think I had that on GBA.
Yeah, and we also had Vice City, of course. And I just remember getting it. And I remember just being so I was just so like blown away at the blue disc and everything like that. That was a really good. I was like what, I was like maybe 8 at that
I don't
time.
even remember how old I was.
Yeah, that was back in. It was like 2001 whenever that happened. It was the year that I believe the PS2 came out. I think it came out in 2001. But I also remember back in, and a lot of my memories of were video games, right? Because I got my. I believe I got my first personal console. Like I'd been given consoles by my cousins who didn't want their old consoles anymore. So I got that. I got NES, and I never had an SNES, but I had an NES, and I had that's the main system I had. But then I was given for Christmas one year. I got a Game Boy Color. It was the Atomic Purple Game Boy Color, and which is still. I wish they made stuff in Atomic Purple, like the colored systems. I wish they still did that. I'd buy Switch remotes that were Atomic Purple.
Oh yeah, that seems like something really easy that should.
Yeah, I mean, it would be something we
happen.
could do.
I still have it. It's in my room.
Yeah, and we still have it. We're kind of missing the battery case and some scratches, but it still works. And I remember getting that, but then for my birthday the year after that, or I forgot. It's either vice versa. I got a Nintendo 64 for Christmas, or not for Christmas, for my birthday. But this isn't birthday stories. This is Christmas stories. But it was just getting that I got a game called. Do you remember the Driver games? Driver.
I couldn't tell you the name of them. My Game Boy Color came with fucking Tom and Jerry. It was awesome.
It was Driver and another game. Oh, and my aunt accidentally. But once again, she accidentally she put my game because she knew my parents were getting me the Game Boy Color. Mm-hmm. My aunt put a Game Boy Color game in a box. The day before, because we did Christmas Day, we did Santa, Christmas Eve, we did family gifts.
Yeah.
Well, family gift, I got Pokemon trading card game, and I was like, I don't have a Game Boy, and my aunt was like, oh well, your mom can take it back for you, and she was like, oops, and it turns out I was like, you won't believe it, Aunt,
What are the odds that you knew what Santa was getting me? It's crazy.
That ended up happening a few years later when I got my Game Boy Advance, the silver candy bar Game Boy Advance, like the Horizon horizontal.
Yeah.
Game Boy Advance.
Yeah.
The original Game Boy Advance.
Yeah. I remember when I got that, I was like, what?
Oh, never mind. It's in date. I thought you had a large cut on your arm, and I was like,
no, I just turned really red whenever I press up against anything. You see me when I take my pants off. Anyways,
God. Merry Christmas.
I remember getting a Game Boy Advance, and I remember my aunt doing the same damn thing. I had Game Boy Advance games. I forgot what game she got me, and I was like, I don't have a Game Boy Advance. And she was like, I take them back. Oops. I don't know how it happened 3 years apart, but like that, 4 years apart. But
what's crazy is that last story was just last year.
And lo and behold, next day I get it, and I forgot what those games are. But I remember the Game Boy Color version of the game. I remember that game.
there's a Rugrats one that we had.
Oh, I had the Rugrats one too. I mean, I'm sure there were several Rugrats games.
I don't remember the title, but it's a Rugrats game on the Game Boy.
With all the mini games and shit.
I don't remember.
I mean, we got a PS3 for Christmas as well.
Was a big
back in
memory
2000. Too. I think it was the Christmas of 2007. Yeah, it was Christmas 2007. We got
no, it was Christmas 2006 because there's save data on the PS3 from December 20 something 2006.
2000. It was 2007.
Why is there save date from there?
I don't know.
That reminds me, I got a PS3 for Christmas too. It was from my grandfather, and it was used because he stuffed it in a VCR box.
Nice.
Yeah.
I have a really, so we do the same thing like Cody and Colt does. I don't know what the rest of y'all do, but we do family gifts on Christmas Eve and we do Santa on Christmas Day. And I remember my grandparents, because we do it at my Meemaw's house, and they used to have this big like dancing Santa, and that like danced and sang and all. Probably way too expensive to justify
Was he sexy?
Of course, obviously.
That's good.
But there was only two kids. There was only two kids because my older brother, older sister, are a few years older than me, and then I have the younger brother. And we were in there, and this was like 2 or 3 years after they had it. So I feel like it was a feature they had just discovered, but you could hook up a mic to it like what, like from outside and talk through the Santa. So I remember like one year, because we all sit in the living room before we open our gifts, and I'm like 7 or 8 or whatever. And then all of a sudden, the Santa goes, Turner and Dustin. I go, what the shit? How does it know my name? And then it started, and like, it was my uncle doing it, and because obviously the real Santa couldn't make time to be there. But we were talking to it, and then like 4 or 5 minutes in, because again, this is on video. This is before smartphones, to sound old for a second. So it's on fucking tapes from, you know, the camcorder or whatever. And I remember going, wait a second, where's, you know, my uncle? And them just being like, oh, and then he left. It was really good. It was really good. But I remember that, and they did it several years in a row, because then like my nephew came in, and my nephew was, you know, several years younger than me. So that was a lot of fun. Now it kind of sucks, because currently there's no like kids in the family, so you don't really get that magic. Like I'm the fucking third youngest, and I'm 22, like in my familial circle at the moment. So yeah,
Time to start having babies.
yeah, next Christmas, baby.
Isn't that sad whenever you get to a certain point where it's like that, that fascination, or like maybe not fascination, but like, well, I guess like whenever, you know, you get like, you ask for like toys and stuff, and of course, you know, we all grow out of that, but I don't know, for me, like, I noticed it very quickly whenever my disinterest in that stuff, like, started to appear there, and I felt really sad. I was like, I really like this stuff, and now I'm not being interested, like, I'm not that interested in it anymore. Like, it was just fucking crazy.
Yeah. Just a heads up, if there's anybody that has any, because I want to figure this out, for anybody that has any kids listening currently, this next part may be non-kid safe.
I just asked if Santa was sexy.
That's fine, but this next part may be non-kid safe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, you're good. How old were you when your parents told you that Santa wasn't real?
I never was told.
I was never told. I just knew.
Y'all never were told?
No.
They just never told it to you?
No.
Oh, shit. Okay, how old were you when you figured out that Santa wasn't real?
6, 7.
Like 6, 7.
7.
I was like
17.
5th grade, so
Like 10.
Yeah, 10,
Yeah.
11.
I would say maybe about 8, but I think for me, like even though I didn't believe, I just played along with it.
Yeah.
Like I still
did.
enjoyed it, and plus I had a sister like who was 6 years younger than me, so there was still, you know, Santa time.
Our mother still doesn't admit that he's not real. Not even kidding.
I'm not.
Go ahead.
I'm not shitting with you. I figured out when I was about 8 that Santa wasn't real. My mom did not admit to me that Santa was not real till I was 15. And not only that, she still swears that she saw sleigh tracks outside of her house one time. And I'm 22. And she's like, I swear to God, Tanner, there were sleigh tracks outside. Like, I don't know how it happened.
Did she not talk to her own parents?
I don't know. But, like, she swears it happened. And I'm like, okay.
Till I got a plot of land. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that stupid joke. But our mother, well, like, I remember, what was it, back in 2012 when Colt got a TV for his room. And I remember specifically, we literally had to go. I was driving my tiny car. Had to go to Best Buy. Colt was.
I was there picking it
up. It was me,
out.
Mother, and Colt. We chose that one. We loaded up his 43-inch TV in my tiny car.
Yeah.
Drove it all the way home. She put it in her closet, and she was like, "All right, gotta wait till Santa comes." And literally, swear to God, she said that night, she was like, okay, y'all need to go in your room. Santa's coming. And you just hear her grunting, dragging the fucking 43-inch TV out into the hallway into the tree.
Oh, my mom still does the same for us. She's like, all right. Now, up until 2 years, because, I mean, we put all the presents wrapped under the tree now, 'cause I think it adds that sort of suspense. But used to, all the presents, there'd be a few presents wrapped, but they'd all be on the couch, and everybody would have a certain spot on the couch.
Yeah, we did that with, like, Easter.
Yeah, and my mom did that till we were like 20, and she's like, I'm too old for this shit. Fuck that. We're putting it under the tree, and we're going to we're going to unwrap it. And I kind of like that better, because, like, I mean, it was cool to go in there and just immediately be hit with every surprise you had. And then usually my mom would do the thing, like, would do the, oh, but one more thing, like, sort of deal. And that was always a lot of fun. But no, they did that till I was like 20. And, but now we just wrap it under the tree. I like that a lot more.
Yeah, our mother's really bad at buying presents, so we almost always know what we're getting.
This is the first year in a long time I have, my mom's like, was counting the other day. Like she was like, and like counting how many gifts I have. I'm like, this is the first year I've never asked. I asked for the SNES, and I was fucking with you guys when I bought it.
Yeah.
Because they couldn't find it anywhere, and I bought it, and that's literally all I know I'm getting. So that's I appreciate as an adult still having that appreciation for the surprise.
Yeah.
Like I love.
I'd
that
much rather
shit.
be a surprise.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And Christmas is my favorite time of year. I mean, I don't know if you can get it from my Twitter account being Christmas themed since the end of September, but it has been.
Oh man,
I love Christmas.
I just remembered one of my best Christmas memories that I have was getting. Oh God, I remember I got a GameCube for my birthday of 2005, I believe, and it was really late getting a GameCube in 2005. It was like a year before the Switch came out, and I got the XD Gale of Darkness one. And I got Gale of Darkness because I was really excited to get that. Well, for Christmas that year, I just basically asked for a GameCube game. That's what I wanted. I wanted GameCube games, accessories, and things like that. Well, huh?
I was gonna ask, is it the? I'm trying to remember. Did you get Animal Crossing?
Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah,
Oh.
that was the year I got Animal Crossing. I got the Animal Crossing, and it was of course Nintendo. It was Player's Choice, the yellow band.
Yeah.
And it actually came with with the card, with a GameCube memory card, and I remember that, and I remember just spending. I mean, I spent God knows how many hours playing that game, playing Animal Crossing, and then 2006 came along, and I got for my birthday. I got the
DS Lite.
I got a DS Lite with Animal Crossing Wild World. It was a year before Wild World. It was the year Wild World came out, and so I got it. And just continue Animal Crossing to this day, all thanks to Christmas 2005.
Just a little thing, Nintendo, please don't ban Cody, but Cody would speed up time in the in-game clock so that Nook's stuff would be done faster.
He's a time traveler. That's against the rules.
Look, it was just worth it.
God, it's just I don't know. Like there's so much happy. I want to hear from Patrick and Abby. I feel like they're the two people I know. I don't want to say the least about. Kind of know you guys, but like I don't know like your family traditions or anything. I want to hear like what's y'all's like favorite Christmas memory.
So I remember this wasn't exactly Christmas. I would say like my favorite like Christmas present was like my Nintendo DS, because that got me, into games and stuff. But this was around Christmas, and it doesn't snow a lot around here. So when we were little, it snowed almost like it did not that long ago, and my dad is a huge nerd. So one of my favorite memories was like us going out in the snow, and he used to like do this role-playing thing with us where we like take adventures like into the woods next to our house, and we heard a rustle in the bush, and he would do this thing like, okay, do y'all want to try and go see what it is? Do we want to throw a stick and see if something comes out? Like do all that, and that was like one of my favorite things ever. Like we would just go adventuring and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's awesome. Cody used to make us do that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Make you do what?
We used to do like the role playing shit. Like you remember? I remember.
Oh
one
fuck
year,
yeah.
Yeah.
We were all Naruto.
Yeah,
We were fucking woods.
We were. Yeah, it was awesome.
Jonathan had one of those with the fake throwing stars and everything like that. Like
no, they were not fake. We threw them.
No, the plastic ones.
Oh, the plastic
Not
ones.
the time that Jonathan walked into our fucking house and just like, hey guys, check it out, and fucking threw a throwing star into our wall. I was like, look what I got. He goes, look what I got at the flea market.
It was the best.
But
and Cody was like, fuck it, I guess this is the ninja star now. So we just started throwing ninja stars at the wall.
But it was like, again, it was like hardwood wall, so it didn't take away at all.
And we were kids. Not really.
It was like
Cody and
6
John.
That was like 5 years ago.
Yeah, so do the math.
But no, yeah, we used to run around the yard like we were ninjas. Mm-hmm. I like to combine the Naruto world with the Animal Crossing world a lot. I think I might have autism.
No, don't feel bad. This isn't a Christmas memory, but it's just one of my favorite memories. Period. It's that my cousins and my sister, we would do a similar thing. We make up our own like sort of RPG fantasy game, and we did that for several years. From the time I was 13 till we were about I was 21. They're all younger than me, and but we had like this a kind of role playing game. We had our own made up stories, and then we kind of transitioned to like whatever the hot anime of the day was, Naruto, Bleach, whatever it was, and we had just. just
Yeah, that was us too.
That was the whole basis.
just
of
a
the
long running
Elementals.
story, and it's just one of my most cherished memories throughout life. Is just we had so much fun, and that was just we talk about it. You know, when we weren't playing, we would have all these big adventures. Just big memories of have a big final battle with one of the evil villains or something. That's still so crystal clear to me.
Our asses had. I know we're getting off into a tangent, but our
I
asses.
think we should do it now.
No, I think we need a whole episode based on this shit.
No, I think that would be a good one. We can put a pin in this and come back.
Yeah, but I mean, our asses, we never had a huge battle. What ended up happening was the big enemy ended up being another person in the group, and so we would end up targeting other people in the group that we didn't like. Anyways,
But as for Christmas memory, one of my biggest Christmas memories is probably like when I was 5 or 6. And when you're a child, you're always excited, for Christmas.
I'm still fucking stoked.
But I think for that year, I don't think I barely slept. I was getting up every 15 minutes to go sneak into the hallway and in our living room and just see the lights all lit up and all the presents. I just stand there and sneak back into my room and just wait another 10 just to go back and forth. And that Christmas, I ended up getting my very first Star Wars toys. It was a play set. It looked like a stormtrooper's helmet. You open it up. It was the scene from A New Hope where Luke in the game they all get trapped in the trash compactor. It had a little wind up thing that would make the walls close in on the little people, the little figures. It had the little eyeball monster that pop up and look around, and I loved that so much. It was time to go to my grandmother's house. I just took it with me. It's I played with that while I was opening my other gifts. It's yeah, that's real cool, but Star Wars.
that would have been probably around the time that the edits came out.
Yeah, that was when they were first being brought to VHS.
Yeah, that's what I was sitting there thinking. I was
That would have been mid '90s, I guess, right?
That would have been 96, 97.
Yeah, it's I was at least 5.
Yeah.
And as for Christmas traditions, one that my family's always done, since we spent more time with my father's side of the family, is that every year my dad would find some way to gift a coconut to my aunt, his sister, because she hates coconuts with her life. And every year, it's just a running gag that they have. He'll give her just a coconut, just like in a can or in a box, just some way to dress it up so she's not expecting it. So she's he gets a coconut, and usually she'll try to return a favor. Would be some food that he doesn't like, but he loves coconut, and she just detests it.
Here's an idea for you: coconut oil in the pin of a blow dart. Right
No,
into her neck.
I was thinking get her a purse and she'll write, oh, it's beautiful, unzip it, coconut, all in it.
It's just shredded coconut.
The wet shredded coconut. Yeah.
And not even in the out of the package. Just it's fucking nasty up in there.
Yeah. Oh man, that's a good bit.
We
We should do that to Colt.
Please no.
He's allergic to coconut.
But I'll know because it's a purse.
We won't put it in a purse then.
I mean, that wasn't the part that. Okay.
No, he'll just wake up with a mouthful of coconut.
I'll be dead.
But this is for the Dockery brothers. Do you guys have a little stocking for Lucas or Nova?
We get them shit for Christmas.
Oh, we have a
For CC.
We don't do a stocking. We don't do stockings at all. Well, we do.
My mom has a nice ass stocking for my sister's dog.
we have a stocking for Gabby.
Don't listen to this, Taffy.
Gabby and Daisy shared it, but now it's just Gabby because Daisy died. But yeah, no, rest in peace, Daisy. But yeah, we always put stuff in there like treats or some toy, something. Yeah.
I get Nova some catnip spray, and I give Lucas some dog treats typically.
My family does that for our cat and dog that live at my parents' house.
Yeah.
And we have stockings for the kittens at the apartment, of course, for Brianna's
Oh
cats.
yeah, of course.
I should say one year we actually got her. At the time it was just Gabby, but we got Gabby reindeer antlers to tie on her head, and Gabby just wasn't having it. She doesn't take that shit. She thrashes around to get them off. But it's Daisy, poor Daisy, she'd always just take it. She would just sit there and just shake and just stare at you. But yeah, that's how she was always constantly shaking. And if you put anything on her, she will stand perfectly still until you remove it.
Man, I'm sad that she's passed on, but
I
that
know.
dog, that poor dog.
Yeah, she had so many problems. I mean, I'm glad she's
She lived.
I'm
her
glad
life.
she's dead.
I mean,
She's out of her misery.
like, I mean, it's like they were like, you could probably save her and keep her alive for 2 more years, but that's literally gonna make her suffer. So never like she's like, don't do that. You're doing the right thing. I'm like, yeah. And I don't want to get into it. It was really sad.
Merry Christmas! Woo!
Dog story.
Okay, what's your favorite Christmas? What is your favorite Christmas related thing? Not necessarily gifts, but it could be food, music. What's the one thing? You gotta be specific with it.
Peppermint. Just peppermint.
Yeah, you can't get those any other time.
Or
Yeah, but I get it. What you're
Yeah,
saying.
I get.
I would say the ornaments, like whenever like Hallmark used to be in the mall or whatever.
Oh, is it still not there?
No, it's
No,
gone.
Hallmark's gone.
Yeah, they took it out.
Fuck.
Yeah, I know. We used to. We actually started a tradition like a few years ago where like we'd all get together as a family. Me, my sister, even my brother-in-law. We'd go there and we'd all pick out at least one ornament to put on the tree, and we actually have like a pretty substantial like ornaments now. We have a little box that like you actually buy for the ornaments from Hallmark that now we put them all in. I love ornaments.
Abby?
I guess I'm gonna say lights. It feels so festive whenever it has lights up around their house.
Yeah.
And going to see them, it's just so nice.
It's actually one of my. I think the LED light. A lot of people like the. Oh, I miss the old lights that just kind of had like a little hue that covered the.
I know exactly what you're saying.
I mean, I get it. I like that too, but you drive up on a house that's full of LEDs, and you're like, "Fuck yeah, it's Star Wars," you know?
especially when they're lights. There's somebody that lives in my sister's neighborhood that has the lights that
Tuned to
change to the
music.
music, and it's
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
there's one in your neighborhood that's like lit up like
Oh,
the
yeah.
night
oh
sky.
yeah, they do that every year.
Actually,
they're incredible.
A specific like I really like, and it's from a movie that like I still like, but looking back on it now, it's like there was a part in there that was really racist. But a Christmas Story, the light where like it has the lady's leg lamp, that
Yeah.
lamp.
Oh yeah, that's
Like
like
my favorite
iconically Christmas, which is
There's
crazy. When
one
you
of
think
our
about
not our neighbor, but somebody that lives near us. They live in like this huge fucking house, and at their basement they have this one window, and in that window they put up for Christmas all the time is that lamp.
it. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty. Yeah.
What about you, Patrick? What's your favorite?
Fuck B. Just kidding.
Oh wait, never mind. I thought you said yours. Okay, never mind, Cody. I thought you said yours.
No, I was just
like-
bantering. I don't have one. I can't think of one.
One of my favorite things is simple, but I really love the 3 flavored popcorn tins that come out around Christmas.
Hell yeah!
That's my shit. The one thing that gets me though is that, and apparently in recent years they don't do regular cheddar anymore. They do white cheddar.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up, but
up.
you can still find regular cheddar if you look hard enough.
But like I don't know, it was like some kind of cheese powder shortage or some shit. But
It's
like,
a whole powdered cheese crisis.
but like I would always get so hyped when my grandparents they would have one in their house because that would be like a big gift. Like everybody got a popcorn tin, and you better believe I was just like gobbling that up. That's one of my most favorite things.
Gingerbread.
Hell yeah.
Nobody in my family likes ginger. I'm one of the only people in my family that likes ginger.
I love me some gingerbread. I don't eat it often.
Yeah,
I love the Little Debbie gingerbread man.
Oh my
Ooh,
god,
those
those
are
things
good.
can
That's
get
is
it.
so soft.
Oh my. Oh, sorry.
Clap emojis.
I remember in kindergarten we did this gingerbread hunt around the school, and there was this apparently little fucker, and they would just leave gingerbread crumbs everywhere. And we were literally kids. The teachers had like maps. All the teachers had worked together to create maps
fuck,
to
I
chase
remember
down
that too, yeah.
the gingerbread. And we went through the whole school and got back and was like, "You found the gingerbread man," and like laid a fucking gingerbread cookie in front of me. I was like, "You son of a bitch! This is not what I wanted. I thought it was real.
You're like a giant
I
ass
was a
gingerbread
senior in high
man.
school.
This is a little Debbie. And why did everyone get one?" And
Why would he sell out his own people? It makes no sense.
anyways,
Yeah, I really just like making gingerbread ornaments just so I can smell it. Like, so just so it smells in the air.
Yeah.
Those are dumb because you can't eat them.
Well, no, she has like
No, it's
she
not.
in her box.
wanna eat
I remember we were looking at ornaments, and she has gingerbread ornaments, and they smell so fucking good.
Yeah, my mom does too, but they're shaped like gingerbread men, but they're made of cinnamon, so it smells just like cinnamon. God, they smell incredible.
God,
Can't eat them.
I love gingerbread.
Let's go to the store right now and buy gingerbread.
Yes.
I would say, hey, Jonathan, Brianna, pick up some gingerbread, but that would be another 40
They
minutes.
wouldn't make it.
My favorite. This is gonna sound cheesy as shit, so if it does, cut it out. But my favorite thing is like God, it's so fucking cheesy. But I just love being, even though like I have no family that live out of town. I live within a fucking 15-mile radius of my family, and and all my friends and everything. And I love seeing them happy like this time of year, and like giving gifts and all that shit. Like when Wenzel and Colt exchanged gifts yesterday, I was like, oh shit! And like Colt gave Wenzel a hug. It was such a genuine moment.
God,
I was
fuck
like,
that. I hated that.
I live for that shit.
That
was just kidding.
fanfic came to life real fast.
I live for that shit, and I don't know that's my favorite part about it. And if you would ask me 7 years ago when I was a kid, I'd be like, fucking presents, fuck other people. I want my presents from Santa. Hell yeah, but no,
Because that's all Christmas was for a long time. He's like,
Yeah.
after you got your Game Boy, it's like that's the only family member you cared about.
Yeah.
Christmas is about giving. Now here's 700 presents.
yeah.
Yeah, it's funny because when I was a kid, I was really excited for gifts and stuff, which, I mean, you should. You're a child, you should be excited for gifts. But as I got older, like, giving them made me, like, more happier than actually receiving them. I don't know. It's just a weird thing. It's like, I mean, that magic...
It's like you grow a conscience.
Yeah, I know.
It's like you stop being selfish.
Actually, one of the best Christmas gifts I ever gotten, and this is, of course, whenever I reach that point of I never expect gifts anymore. Like, I expect no gifts from anybody, really.
Yeah.
And one of the better Christmas gifts I ever got was actually from Pat. It was a few years back when you gave us those 3DS cases for our nerd
I remember
group.
that.
Yeah, Pat had made this this crazy detailed nerds. We have a group called the Nerds of the Round Table where it's basically Brianna and all of us together, and we all get together and we hang out and stuff like that. And Pat created he drew everything. He created everything by hand. These 3DS slip covers, and just so happens that same year, Colt got me a multi game case. So I think it's like
24.
It's 18, I think. I think
18,
it's 3x3 on both sides, and it was perfect because I now have a customized 3D case or 3DS case, game case with like the Nerds of the Round Table and stuff like that, and I love that gift. Every time. Every person I bring into the house, I'm like, did you see this? Have you seen this? I show it off. I've showed it off at least 2 or 3 times this year alone.
Yeah.
So.
I was gonna say before, whenever I give those gifts to Colt, I was like I was so excited. I was like, as soon as I got Colt's final gift, which was the RX-78 Gundam model, I was about to say like, I want to get these right fucking now because I am pumped because I want to see Colt's stupid fucking face. No, I want to see Colt's face because like I don't know, like I mean I was happy when I got my gifts from Colt, but I was more happy giving them to him, and then I'm especially happy whenever I give Abby her gifts, and I was really happy when I got you your birthday present, and somebody else is next on my hit list.
Oh God.
Yeah, I wrapped 7 presents for Wenzel last night.
I can't rap at all. Like when I give people presents, I put them in a bag with paper. I'm just like, this is the best I can do.
For a guy, I really do like wrapping presents. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, I'm sure I would enjoy it. It would just take me 45 minutes a present to wrap like anything.
Yeah, I suck, but well, I wrap them still because I just love it.
I loved how Colt wrapped his present because Colt looked really good, but when you got close to it, he was like, it's wrapped in a whole layer of tape.
Yeah, it's so
and it was so hard for you to open. Yeah, I loved that.
Hey, it works.
Yeah, I mean, no, it worked. It looked good. You couldn't tell, but
we keep Christmas bags or like bags, gift bags that we get. We keep the Christmas bag, just rip the tag off, and just be like, oh look, regifted in this bag.
oh no, absolutely, yeah.
because
That's what makes the world go round.
Yeah, you just buy a shit ton of tissue paper.
Yep, absolutely. Well, I think that puts a nice little bow on our 2017. If anybody has any last second Christmas stories to tell, going once.
I don't know. No.
No.
I didn't know if you were telling me no, like we're not ending the podcast, or no, whatever. But
Man, I just can't. I forgot this was the last podcast of the year.
this is the last podcast of the year. Can you believe we
prepare
made
any-
it this long? Because I honestly cannot.
No, what episode is this going to be? 40?
35.
70?
So-
is it gonna be 30? Oh yeah, it's gonna be 35.
Yeah, it's 35.
Wait, 12 o'clock in the morning on December. I don't know how many days are in December 31st. Are we gonna die?
What does that make sense?
I don't know where that. Fit
Are we
into
gonna
the-
make it past 2017?
I don't know where that fit in the context. I don't know.
I didn't know we'd make it into. I didn't know we'd make it past this far in 2017. To be honest, not even the podcast, just in general. All of us.
Yeah. I mean, you never know. It's crazy. But thank you everybody for listening. If you do enjoy this podcast, please leave us a review and rating. That helps us more than you know. That helps us get up in the algorithm on iTunes, especially. You can listen to us on Google Play, SoundCloud, Overcast, all your podcasting services, whatever. Follow us on Twitter as well at AYCH Podcast. We're on Instagram, AYCH Podcast. We're on twitch.tv/allyoucanhear. We have some cool stuff coming up in 2018, and I say that not knowing anything what we're going to do in 2018, but by the time this out, I'll know stuff.
Yeah, we're doing our meeting after this podcast.
Yeah, so that'll be a lot of fun, and you can come along for the ride, and you can follow me on Twitter at Tanner1495.
I'm Colt, and you can follow me on Twitter at ColtD88, and send me pictures of your dogs wearing Christmas-related things.
You can follow me on Twitter at WinzyWookie, and you can also follow my art Instagram, World of Winsy.
You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Tegan Abigail.
You can follow me on. Oh God, I forgot what are my things?
Live Journal at CODDOC11.
No, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at CODDOC11. That is CODDOC11.
What do you want people to see on Snapchat?
Just kidding. I don't post anything there anyway.
He usually just draws himself as Goku.
No, I take pictures of my cat and put him make him as anime
Yeah,
characters.
that's also true.
This is Patrick. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at John Lost His Name. You can follow my art on Facebook at John Lost His Name Art.
And thank you everybody for listening to All You Can Hear, and join us in 2018, I guess.
Yeah.
Alright.
Which one's better, gingerbread or popcorn buckets? Go.
Popcorn buckets.
Popcorn buckets.
Okay.
Okay.
Everyone sing their favorite song again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh,
Jingle
bells,
bells,
jingle bells,
always
always
not
not
always.
always.